Right, back we are again with what have I got? Search and rescue lights. So you have lights on top of an emergency vehicle, and potentially you could, as well as using the blue, red and white lights, you could use the white lights certainly for angling with the steering wheel and a joystick anywhere you needed to look in terms of search, because they're spinning anyway. You know, it's not a simple modification necessarily. It'd be somebody that needed to know about disco lights basically. And you know, if you could link in with people who are tagged and known to be at large and need to be found, then this is another way of finding out where they are in the dark and stuff like that, and maybe, you know, proper tracking. And then there was another, now I can't remember what that was. There was all the drone geology stuff. Again, if you had lights and things, that's a good search and rescue tool. If you can link in about somebody's mobile phone, you can probably find out much more easily where they are in the moors and on the hills and things like that. Mobile phones have been absolutely brilliant. Or by law required to always to carry a device, which means you can be found if you get lost, because it just causes so much upset, and then everybody has to go out and look all over the hills for somebody that just doesn't want to be found, you know. And it's the whole point of them going walking is that they're on their own and they're not to be found. It's the risk and everything that annoys me. And there was the water topper upper. So basically natural rainfall, which would be able to top up a radiator or windscreen wipers, etc., and keep that full. And then there's the valve that comes in from the air conditioning, pumps up your tyre. If you've got a slow tyre, it will tell you, it will guide you into the nearest garage that's got appointments available immediately, and keep it topped up until you can get there. I was wondering if you could get freeloading air coming in from a valve from the movement of the wheels, the movement of the tyres, but it seems that you need a compressor to do it quickly. If you were just keeping it topped up, you had some kind of compressor within the wheel. That's expensive if it goes wrong, but the valve certainly was a thought. But I thought bringing in the air from the air conditioning unit and through the compressor in the engine was probably a reasonable idea. I think that's me for that. You can tell how tired I am all the time, because at the moment my jaw is readjusting. I have, through years of carrying heavy weights and things up and down 3 flights of stairs, managed to do this. I now do this because I was doing that all the time, and that all the time, and that all the time. So it's not actually that I'm conventionally working in the wrong direction. It's just my neck has taken an awful lot of wear and tear, and it's because I've been off for about 2 or 3 years, it's beginning to readjust itself, and it's very painful. But it's like being frozen and then warming up very slowly, and the amount of muck that's clearing out of my system at the moment, and plus I'm still puffing on that puffer, although I am giving up smoking. It's only because I have it in the house really that I'm using it. I'm giving up smoking because the bank's told me to, which is very, very nice of them actually. I really appreciate that somebody cares enough to say that you will be rewarded if you decide to give up your bad habits, and I'm going to persevere and try and do that. Thank you very much.